Verse 34. And he said, where have you laid him? They said to him, Lord, come and see. Is his compassion the reason why he's going to? I mean, again, it's a fruit of it. It's not the reason. The main reason is a teaching moment. That he is the resurrection and the life. And ultimately, actually, even more important, this will lead to his death. And they knew that. And which will lead to the glory of God. And that is ultimately the most important thing. Not our salvation, but all of that. Not our living again because we don't deserve it. Not raising letters, but it's a fruit. And he is. And that fruit is great. He's coming back from the dead. Is going to be a great thing. So Jesus asked him, so where did you bury him? Where did you lay him? Right? And not in a sense like a fine animal, just laid him. And so they said, come and see. Why is he asking? I already spoke of the knowledge. Did Jesus know? As man, maybe he didn't hear, they didn't inform him yet. Maybe they just informed him concerning his death and not the place. So therefore he's asking. Where? As God he would have known, as man not. And seemingly, he could have known, but as well he wanted to be led by them so as to, for them to see his compassion. Verse 36. Verse 35. Jesus wept. Nearly missed that one because it's so short. Now, in most languages, the translations of the Bible and into different languages, understandably, that's what you do, translate. This is the shortest verse in the Bible. I already explained this is not the shortest version in all Bibles because, like in the Russian Bible, in Exodus 20 of "Don't steal," which is in English "Do not steal," is longer than "He wept." But in the Russian version is "Не кради," and "Он заплакался," which is then longer in letters, in the same amount of words, but longer in letters than the other one. So that verse is actually then shorter than this verse. I just want to point that out, that you don't make the mistake of so many other people saying this is the shortest verse in the Bible, in specific translations. Yes, sure. Be a little bit more concise and clear. Okay. And he wept. He wept. He felt the compassion was not just inside, because they might not have seen the inside of him, his heart. So the weeping part shows it. He wept. Because I explained already, death is not normal. That is not the original plan. And they're weeping, and he's touched by it. But if he wasn't touched by it, he would never have come to this earth. Right? He would never have come. Verse 36, so the Jews said, see how we loved him. So they saw, maybe they didn't see Jesus weep that much. Here they see, but that doesn't mean say, well, I'm not saying Jesus didn't weep other times as well. He could have, right? It's not a question of cowboys don't cry. Jesus cried. He could have. It's just a question now in this context, with all of this, that shows something to them, and therefore John adds it. Like really, he really loved him. And as well, it's kind of important to show that tarrying of Jesus was not done because he hated him. Because some people say, oh, if he loved him, he could have come immediately. No, it was for the glory of God. That is why. So even though he tarried, he still loved him. That's a thing John was trying to show as well. Verse 37, but some of them said, could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man also have kept this man from dying? So yes, they are like, wow. It's always this break, this in opinion about him. Man, just look how much he loved him. And the other people like, aha, couldn't he who did this open the eyes of the blind man do something about this? Even here, in this case, there's this division. Those who are like, yes, he's truly loved him. And those who accuse him. Now this is the third type of accuser. Right? The first type was the Martha type, who didn't accuse him at all. The second, the Mary type, because of her tears, and she's not directly telling him that he is the guilty party here. Kind of indirectly, but kind of doing it. But these people, clear, I mean, he could have done something about this. If he could heal that guy, he could have done something about this. Plain, simple. That's all. He could have. He didn't. Why? So again, as well, the healing of the blind man, that miracle is now leading them to see this. So it would most likely be the same people who there in that chapter did not believe that Jesus healed the blind man, right? And now all of a sudden, when it fits them, yes, he healed the blind man, and couldn't he have done something about this? You can never satisfy them. You can never satisfy all. People that don't want to believe, they're never ever going to believe. So I hope you see this contradiction. There, they did not believe that Jesus did it, because then they had to admit to who Jesus is. Now in this case, them admitting to it, they had to admit to it so that they can blame him for something else. They'll always find an excuse. Those who don't believe in God will always find an excuse. Why? Because we are slaves to sin. Our deeds are evil. John chapter 3. We don't want to, and John chapter 1. We don't want to change. We hate him. And you can listen to the other videos as well, where we clearly explain this. So this is how this part now ends.